Hi there, Bridget Mackay at the law offices of Bridget Mackay in Petaluma, California, practicing in the area of estate planning and elder law. And I want to talk to you today about not necessarily the right to die. I've covered that in other blogs, and I suggest you look at it because California passed that law in 2016. But more so the fact that that law does not really cover folks who have a degenerating memory disease like Alzheimer's or dementia, or Alzheimer's, which is the most common form of dementia, particularly in late stage. It's not going to help folks who have those diseases, this Right to Die Act. However, there has been a new sort of rising, taking control of quality of life and how we die amongst that crowd in the use of their healthcare directives and specifically the ability to have food and hydration. So oftentimes people in late stage dementia have trouble eating. Either they can't do it themselves and they need to be hand fed, or they don't remember to eat or know that they need to eat. And other times their swallow reflex starts to deteriorate. So there's some aspiration and pneumonia and all of those issues. So some folks in their healthcare directives, or even making specialized directives, are approaching things called voluntary stopping of eating and drinking, VSED. And they want to address it specifically in the healthcare directives. Why is this a way to control quality of life when you're in late stages of dementia? Well, because you can say in your directive to what degree you want to have food and hydration. Clearly, you can regulate it. So some folks have said, if it appears that I'm wanting to eat and receptive to it, and when I do eat, I'm enjoying it, continue to hand assist feed me when I get to that stage. Others are saying, I don't want any food or hydration, even if I would open my mouth as the fork came towards me when I'm in those late stages, if I can't do it myself. That's the more extreme end of it. Some of the directives also include the idea of artificial hydration in food. And so far, the less controversial piece is that most medical professions are not recommending tube feeding for people in late stage dementia or Alzheimer's. So that's sort of off the table. The more controversial piece is not having anything at all. That even if I may open my mouth to receive food, if I'm not asking for it or not wanting it, then don't give it to me, being the more controversial. You may want to look into that with your estate planning attorney, see if you want to do this planning now, because it's critical that you do it now. You can't do it later, obviously. Make some of those choices. Be advised, however, that if you choose the more extreme stage, where there's no artificial or no hand feeding or hydration, that you may run up against some medical professionals who will not allow it. It may be more difficult to enforce on your agent's end. So those are some thoughts around your healthcare directive and those diseases of aging, especially late stage Alzheimer's and dementia.